Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim at Stamp with Kimberly. Today's project is all about sharing a little luck and hopefully a few smiles along the way. So St. Patty's Day is right around the corner and I couldn't resist creating a card. It feels fresh and cheerful and uplifting and I thought it would be fun to make. So I'm going to show you the products that I used to make this. And some of them are retired, but I'm going to show you a few different ways that you could create the same look. I kind of went through my stash and I knew that there was a few St. Patty's Day stamps that are current and I did not get all of them, but I did get the Reason to Celebrate, and this does have, you got Happy and then St. Patrick's Day and this one. So I brought this one in. And then I also brought in Sweet Jar. Now Sweet Jar is a retired set, but if you have the Jar of Joy, this stamp set was the Christmas one that was an online exclusive. So if you have this and you have the coordinating punch, then you can do this card as well. And just use, like if you have a shamrock leaf, or maybe you want to put shakers in there or something like that, then you could still use this stamp set as well. But this one already had the clover in it, and so I thought it would be fun to put that inside of the jar. So we are using these two sets today. I'm also bringing in the Lovely Stripes embossing folder. I really like this embossing folder, but I did find that I need to spray my paper before I run it through here. If I don't, I tend to get cracks, and so I'm gonna do that for you today. And I also found out that usually it's 5 1/4 by 4 for the outside and for the inside, but I cut my paper a little bit bigger on the outside. And the reason I did that is because when you run it through that folder, it tends to shrink a little bit. So let me see, I got 2 of them here, and you can see it's just a little bit longer, but this one is 5 3/8 by 4. So it doesn't really shrink too much this way, it just shrinks this way. So I just made this back piece a little bit longer, and this is going to be the one that we are embossing today. Okay, so let's get started and make this cute card. So I'm going to bring in my machine here, and I am using the plate number 1, and I'm also bringing in plate number 4. This is the gray plate. And I'm going to put my paper in this folder here. But before I do, I have a little bit, I keep water in a water bottle here, and I'm just going to mist my cardstock lightly. I'm not going to do it over here because I'll get my stuff all wet, but I'm just lightly misting it with water. And that tends to help the crackling of the paper, and it just gives it a little bit more pliability, so that when you put it in this embossing folder, it just behaves a little bit better for me. So I'm going to put this in here and run this through. Okay. So now we have this nice embossed piece here. Okay. So what I want to do is, I'm using garden green today. Gotta use green for St. Patty's, right? So I am going to put liquid glue on this and set this right on the folder. Now, it doesn't really matter which way that you have up on this, but these dots here, they're going down in there, and these are standing up. I kind of like this side a little bit better, so I'm gonna put that side up here. And because it is a deep folder, that's why I'm using the liquid glue. So I'm just going to kind of stretch that out there. And see, now you get a nice even edge all the way around it. If I were to have put this one on there that's 5 1/4 by 4, it would have shrunk that probably 1/8 of an inch, and then it would have been a little bit too short. So there is our base of our card. Now I have a few more pieces here. So I have another piece of garden green that's 4 1/4 by 3. And I am going to layer up a piece of designer paper that's 4 by 2 3/4. Now this paper is from the mixed up patterns here. So there's a lot of fun patterns in here. I'm using this whitewash one, and then there's the green, and then we got some pinks, and this one I've used. This is great for men cards, and we got wood grain, which is good for everything, and lots of different fun patterns. So if you don't have this paper pack, I would recommend getting this because it just kind of goes with everything. You have a lot to work with in here. I've got some daisies there. So that is what I'm using here to layer up onto my garden green. So let me glue this one down. We'll get the bones of this all done, and then we'll do some stamping. Okay, now I can take this, and I'm going to glue it up on my card here. Put it right in the center, just like that. Okay, so there's that. So now I have 2 pieces of, I have a piece of white and a piece of garden green. This is 2 3/4 by 7/8, okay? And this is going to go right along here. Now this piece is the same in length, so it's 2 3/4, but it's just like 1, maybe 2 tick marks less. So it's like, I put 1 tick mark past 5/8. So it's just a tad bit skinnier than this piece right here, which is 7/8. So we need to do a little bit of stamping on this. So I'm going to be bringing in garden green here. And I'm using the stamp St. Patrick's Day, and that is out of the stamp Reasons to Celebrate that I showed you. So I'm going to ink this up and hope I get this straight. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And then while I have my ink out, I'm going to bring in the little tiny stamp that says, it's just a happy. That's all it says, it's happy. So I'm going to use this one. I'll take this one off for now. And I'm going to bring in a little scrap piece of paper here. This one might work. And I'm just going to stamp happy down here, just like that. Okay? So it's a tiny little stamp. You don't want to lose that one. All right. So what I want to do is I'm just going to cut this out. You could use your paper trimmer. I'm just going to cut it down a little bit. Okay, so we have happy. I'm going to close this up. And then I can put my St. Patrick's Day right up on top of this garden green here. But I'm going to do that with dimensionals. Okay. So just like this. Okay, so it gives that nice little border on the top and on the bottom. So I'm going to glue this up on my card here. And about there looks good. Okay, we're going to slide that up there and let that dry. So I'm going to bring in my punch, and I'm also going to be bringing in that stamp set. So I have my jar here. So I want to get this on the block, and I'm going to bring in a piece of white scrap paper here and my Memento ink. So I want to ink up my jar, I went to do this on my Motivation Monday. So if you haven't joined us over there, it's my group on Facebook. And every Monday at 1 o'clock, I come on and I do a live video over there. And I was trying to show them how to punch ahead of time and then line this up in the MISTI. But I couldn't get my head over the camera and it was kind of a mess. I was going to show you guys today, but we won't go there. We'll save that for another day. But if you just punch this out without stamping, and then you take the negative piece and put it in your MISTI, and then take your pieces that you punched out and line them up, then it makes it super easy if you have a lot of these to make, so you don't have to do them individually. So just a little tip. And then I'm going to take the lid here. So this is the lid that's solid. And I'm going to stamp this one in the green. So we'll have to stamp or punch these out separate since I'm doing them separate, but it's okay. Actually, I should have stamped that at the other end, but we'll make it work. And then I'm going to bring in my shamrocks. So we're going to have a jar full of shamrocks here. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green on these. So I'm going to ink these up. There we go. Isn't that cute? Jar full of shamrocks. So now I can bring in my punch out my jar first. And then, since I stamped that going the wrong way, we are going to cheat and do this. And I'm going to slide this in here and punch out my lid here. Okay, so I got my two little pieces here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this up on dimensionals as well. And we're going to pop this up right on the center here, and this is going to act like a little shelf for our jar. It's going to be super cute. So I'm going to kind of tuck that one down in there like that. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my happy, and I'm going to put little tiny dimensionals on this, and then I'm going to put a strip of dimensionals on the lid. So what I want to do is I'm just going to cut a really thin little strip here, just like that. So just a sliver. And I'm going to pop this up here on my lid. Now I want this to kind of tuck down over my rim here. So I'm going to put the dimensional right up at the top. That way it gives this space right here to sit down in the jar. Okay. So let me show you. So let me get the backing off. So I'm going to tuck it just like that. Okay, so it's still up on dimensionals, the same level as the jar. It just doesn't, you don't want to put this on dimensionals on top of something that has dimensionals. So that kind of saves it there. And then I'll bring in, let me see, this one might work. I'm going to bring in another little sliver here. And it's a little too long. I'm going to pop this happy up so it says Happy St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to put that right up in the center there. Okay, just like that. So then we need a little bit of decoration. I'm going to bring in some garden green twine here. This has been in my stash, so this is the perfect time to use it. I'm just going to make a little bow. Now on the other one, I made a double bow. So this twine's a little bit thicker. I didn't think, after I made the double bow, not that one. It's cute, but I don't think it was necessary to do a double bow. So I'm just going to do just a little one. And we're going to cut that off and grab a glue dot here. It wants to twist on me. There we go. Play nice. So I'm just going to grab one of these and we're going to pop it right down here. Okay. And then I have a few embellishments. I think these bright green ones match really good. So these are the earth tone gems. Those are a retired product as well. I'm almost to the end of them. I have lots of white ones, but we can always use those white ones on anything. So I'm going to pop a few of these up here. Put one down here. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my inside here. And there's a cute little stamp inside here that says sending a little, and then it says your way. It's got a little space in between there. So I'm going to show you what we're going to put in there. So I'm going to bring this in and my memento. We're going to stamp this right in the center. And then I'm going to bring in the word luck, which is a little tiny stamp that's in that set as well. And I'm going to bring in my green. And we're going to stamp luck right in the center there. So sending a little luck your way. Okay. And then there's also a little tiny shamrock that's super cute. So we're going to put one there. Let's put one down here, just like that. And then we can take this and put it right on the inside. That doesn't go there. So just like that, we've got a cute little St. Patrick's Day card. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you, like I said, do send out St. Patrick's Day cards. If you do, let me know down below. Thanks for crafting with me today. Keep those creative vibes going. And as always, you can find all of the supplies and the measurements over on my blog at Stamp with Kimberly. So until next time, happy stamping. Talk to you later.